Welcome to Jesse Panda 10 and
The Drop Shop Garage.
today, guys, is weekly update vlog number 59. Yeah, we've been doing this for quite a while. It's soon going to be 2 years, so it's been what, 2 months and a week since the
Has it
1
been that
year?
long?
Or no, wait, 2. Yeah.
I thought it was just a few weeks ago.
Oh no, because
Oh man, and you're supposed to be a straight A math student.
math genius. No, I was just thinking because 52, so that means it's been
7 weeks.
So just less than 2 months.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm saying. A month. I was gonna say a month and a week. I don't know what I'm saying. So it's been a month and 3/4 since it's been 1 full year.
Yep.
So yeah.
I hope you guys are all doing really good.
Yeah.
It's really good to see you guys. I don't really see you guys, but it's good to be back. Today, hopefully this vlog looks a little bit better than the usual ones. We're doing it in the off-grid cabin, but it's daytime.
We usually do it. Oh no, we don't.
We've been doing
it
it at nighttime with the ring light. We do have the ring light, but it's also daylight, so there's lots of daylight coming in. And then also, Jesse has a brand new phone.
I've had it for a couple weeks.
Yeah, you told him that you broke the other one. This is only the second vlog with this phone, so it's brand new, so hopefully it's crystal clear.
I got something too. I have 361 subscribers. That means that I have gained 1 subscriber since the last one.
Yay!
But now I am even from 2 weeks ago because last week
had
I
lost
did
one?
lose one. Yep. So they must have resubscribed, or I got someone new. So whoever it is that is new, well, thank you for subscribing and joining the Panda Gang. That's what it's called, I guess. And then we have what was I gonna say? Oh, the so I haven't uploaded the vlog yet. So.
From last week.
So
I uploaded it
at
on
this
my
point,
channel.
I think it would be uploaded. It's just that it's late because my phone accidentally moved it to the delete section, and so I had to re-download it, and then I'm going to upload it to YouTube.
So basically you thought you lost it, but you didn't.
I thought I lost it, so I didn't upload it, but then I found the video just today, like a couple minutes ago, and then I'm going to upload it.
Just upload that one and then do this one in a day or two. But we'll put this one on my channel today.
So I didn't like publish any videos, but I did make a video with my brother. So what that was where I went with him. We opened up this box that we got in the mail. It's called Universal Yums, and it's food snacks from all over the world. And this month it was Austria.
Oh wow!
So we got like 18 snacks. I think it was 16 actually from Austria, and it comes with a drink and a bunch of cool things. So I will edit that together, and then
So did you have a good snack out of it?
Yeah, a bunch of the stuff was really, really good, and I've just been snacking on it all week. Okay, do you have anything?
Sure. So this is vlog number 59, and then I have a grand total today of 480 subscribers. Wow. I gained 3 new subscribers. So the 3 new subscribers, thank you very much. This is the most that I've ever had, 480.
What, 480?
Yep.
So it's gonna be 500.
I hope so.
Wow.
So I did make 3 little videos for you guys. The first one was the winter blast hits Michigan again. We did get hammered with a snowstorm this past weekend. Yeah, we got like 5 or 6 inches. Jesse ended up, they closed the school down. It was a really weird situation because I got a message like at 10 o'clock at night, and it was like, tomorrow it's only going to be a half day because of the inclement weather. That's how they call it. So I let Jesse know. I'm like, Jesse, there's only a half day tomorrow. And the weirdest thing was the next day Jesse got up, got all ready, went to school, and while he's in the school parking lot, the principal comes out and is like, go back home, everybody. We're closing for the day.
That was the worst thing ever, because I had to get out of bed and I had to go to school, and it was completely pointless because I just got to go home and go back home.
Yep. So that one, and then my second video was a sunrise video. It was a really, really beautiful sunrise. It was actually the day before the storm. So whenever there's a really big storm, the day before is always really calm and sunny and beautiful. In case you guys didn't know,
calm before the storm.
It's the calm before the storm.
Multiple videos.
Yeah, because it's always beautiful, and then the next day, bam, you get 6 inches of snow. My third one is just a short saying that the Arctic blast is back. I'm not really a big fan of shorts, but YouTube seems to think that the future of YouTube is going to be shorts. They probably don't want to pay people.
Well, they are going to pay people. It's just that in the past, there's been a couple different social media apps like TikTok, and it blew up. and it's huge right now. And YouTube's trying to copy off of their success.
Copy off of TikTok.
Yeah,
So
copy
YouTube's
off
copycat.
TikTok. Yeah, YouTube is really copying, and then like a bunch of everybody else is starting like shorts. I think there's like Facebook Shorts and Snapchat Shorts and
Instagram Shorts.
yeah, Instagram Shorts. Everyone is copying off of TikTok because TikTok was the first to have less than like a minute videos or little clips, and it's the up and down format. And then YouTube.
Well, if
copied
you
off
guys
of it.
didn't really know, before Jesse was born and YouTube started, it used to only be like 1 minute little videos too.
Well, yeah, it was mainly just videos to send to your family, and then it blew up.
So
to where
YouTube
people
used to
were
only
watching
be
other
like,
things.
you know, a 30-second cat meowing like meow,
Yeah.
and then that's what YouTube used to be when it first started. That's why I never even liked it. Hopefully the YouTube people aren't watching this and we're talking
No.
about this garbage about them.
No, it's
But
really good.
I didn't used to like it until the pandemic hit. And then when we were stuck in the house for like a year and a half, that's when Jesse was like, Dad,
Yeah, he
you
never
should
used to
watch some
like it.
videos. And then I started watching them, and then I really started liking them. I liked the van life ones. I like the tiny houses. I like building.
Off-grid survival.
Yep, I like
Almost
all that
burner.
stuff. So then I got really hooked on it,
Yep.
and I was like, wow, this is really cool.
The
And
first thing is, before that even happened, he was like, "Oh, YouTube is so dumb," and I would be in my room for hours and hours and hours, and he
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, that's so dumb, you being in your room watching YouTube." And now I go out on the couch, and then he's sitting there for like
Hours and hours.
watching YouTube, and he's
Yeah.
doing the same thing.
But that's what I was trying to tell these guys, that I thought it was just like, you know, when YouTube was going to start before you were born, it was like somebody would videotape their cat meowing or their
Yeah.
cat playing the piano.
Yep.
And they were little
Yeah.
30-second clips. That's what YouTube was. And then now that it actually grew into like TV channels and series and people that put a show out every week of, you know, them building their house, and it's 30 minutes long. I think YouTube is paying them a lot of money, and that's probably what it wants to get away from. So now it's like, oh, let's make shorts.
Well, the shorts are paying people, so it's not that they're cutting down on money. It's just that they're trying to. It's mainly like an addictive thing. It's where you're scrolling, and I think there's been studies and stuff that when you're scrolling through these videos, you just lose track of time, and then you go through them. You just go through as many as you have time for, and you just completely lose track of time.
Maybe.
Yeah, scrolling through like TikTok.
Yep. So anyways, the inspection at my work that I mentioned in the last vlog that Jesse helped me with a lot, and we had made the vlog the day before the inspection, we passed. Everything was totally perfect.
That's good.
So thank you, Jesse, for helping. I let you guys know that I already made 3 videos. And then my friend, Tom, that we mentioned in the last vlog, he actually came up with the name for his podcast. It's going to be called Motor City Memories. I'm not sure if it's out yet, but his name is Tom, and it's going to say Motor City Memories. And he bought all of the equipment because he showed me a picture on a message, and he bought the equipment. It's going to be headphones, it's going to be microphones, and we're going to help him set it all up, me and Jesse. And hopefully, like, his first one can be the 3 of us.
Yeah, so it pretty much just looks like any kind of podcast setup. It's where they have the box that records the audio. You plug in the cables, and there were like 4 microphones, and he probably has a table with 4 headsets, and you just sit around the table with the camera and record.
Yep, and the little box is called a mixer, in case you didn't know. And that's how you like mix it. I know all this because I watched Jason Crocker on theirs. They have a podcast, and then they hit the button, and it always goes, ding, 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 and you can make little cool noises.
Oh yeah, you're like a Steam Deck.
Yep. So
Or I think
hopefully,
it's something
when
like
he
that.
gets his stuff all set up, if Jesse's with me that day, we'll bring the ring light, and we'll bring this tripod, and we can while he's doing the podcast, we can film it like with your phone or my phone,
Like yeah, we could do that. But
and
yeah,
it'll be like he's doing a podcast and
But
we're doing
a
Drop
video
Shop
of
Garage.
a podcast.
Yep, and I think it'll be really, really cool. And his ideas are going to be talking about cars in the past. Like I mentioned before, me and Tom went to the same high school. We both love cars. We both love mini trucks. He's had some, and so have I. And both of our thinking, mine and his, are I don't know about now, but like in the 90s and the early 2000s, me and Tom were always thinking way ahead of the future. We were doing things before they were cool. And then everybody thought, oh, this is so cool, let's copy. When I was in my early 20s, Every single car or truck that I ever bought, the first thing I ever did was pull it in the garage and chop the springs. I had a little grinder, and every single car, I'd pull it in the garage, crawl under it with the jack stands, and chop the springs. And I lowered it as far as it would go until it was on the bump stops.
Didn't you do that with a Jeep too?
Yep, I did that with a Jeep. I did that with a Geo Tracker. I did that with numerous Monte Carlos. I've had full size like 90s and 80s Cadillacs, the Cadillac Coupe de Villes, and I would crawl right under there and chop the springs with the grinder, pull them out, and every single thing was riding on the bump stops. What that means is they have these little rubber stoppers, and the car can only come down so far till it's on the bump stops. And then when you're going down the road, it's actually riding kind of rough, but it looks really cool. And that's what we used to do. And then when we actually started getting some money, then we started getting into hydraulics, because hydraulics are kind of expensive. So now I have a Monte Carlo with a full hydraulic setup. I'm sure Tom's had cars with air ride. And back when they had little Blazer Extremes, me and Tom both had identical ones. Mine was red and his was yellow. And they were slammed to the ground with tinted windows, full of speakers. And yep, I used to run mine with wire wheels and white walls. Tom had Moonies. Moonies is a type of a wheel with white walls. And then he had a friend that did painting, so he had these ghost flames on the front. Do you know what a ghost flame is?
Yeah, isn't that just like the flames?
Yep, but there's a difference.
Is it
When
like
it's
what?
a ghost
Flare,
flame,
kinda?
it means you see it sometimes and sometimes you don't. Because the ones you're thinking of are like real straight up flames, and they're always there. The ghost flames you sometimes see, you
What
sometimes.
is it like the light?
Yep. It was basically just a pearl of flames. So if the sun hit it, you would see them. And if it was like nighttime or cloudy, you wouldn't even know they were there.
Oh, so you got a yellow car?
Not me.
I
Tom
think-
did.
So wait, which color do you have?
Mine was red.
Red. So red mini truck
A red Extreme
or
Blazer.
a Blazer?
And I've had a red Extreme S10,
What's
which was
that?
the same thing but a pickup truck. Slammed down to the ground, wire wheels, white walls.
Did you ever have like one of the dancing beds?
No, I wish I would have had a dancing bed, but I never got to that. I
You
still
should get
want
one.
one.
Yeah,
I
you
still
should get
want
one.
one now. And I'm not a real big Ford guy, but I had a Ford Ranger, a brand new Ford Ranger. They used to be cheap. I went to the dealership and got a bright red Ford Ranger, 5-speed, 4-cylinder, slammed it down to the ground, wire wheels, and a super cool cap. The caps that had no windows. That was the style in the 90s. You'd get the cap for the back, but with no windows. What would you like to know about cars, Jesse?
What I would like to know about cars? I don't know. I'm probably gonna learn a lot at the little. How long do you guys plan on making the?
I'm not sure. However
vlog,
long he wants. He's probably going to make a
podcast.
few of them. I mean, you can't talk about your whole life in one. So we're probably going
Well,
to make
sometimes
them
they make them like an hour.
an hour long, probably. And then he'll probably have a part 1 and a part 2.
All in one day.
Yep. So let me tell you,
Wow. Okay.
back in the 90s, they used to have these car shows around here. And there was a car place. It was kind of a car dealership, but it was customizing cars too. At the same place, they would tint windows and they would put speakers and neon lights. The place was called Lookin' New. And Lookin' New used to put on a car show every summer, like at a beach. And every summer I used to go to this car show, and I had a little 1992 Geo Tracker that I mentioned to you guys with wire wheels, white walls, tinted windows, neon lights, a wall full of speakers. And Tom tells me that he's got videos of me pulling out of there.
That's pretty
So
cool.
that's really cool. I didn't even know videos existed. I didn't know anybody had one of me pulling out of a car show.
Did you have any pictures of it and stuff?
Oh, I've got tons of pictures. I've got pictures, but that's all I have. Back in the 90s, nobody had cell phones. They sure didn't have a camera on your phone if you did have a cell phone. And it was nothing like it is nowadays. I mean, the only way you'd have a recording is if you were there with a camcorder, which you were asking me the other day, what's a camcorder?
Oh, I know. I have a camcorder. I think.
Yep.
It's just I didn't know what it uses to record. I didn't know if it was like a floppy disk or like a SD card or like
Yep. And you know how in the summer we cruise Woodward for the Dream Cruise? Well, when we were teenagers, people used to cruise just any streets. They would cruise up and down the street, up and down the street. Like around here, there was a restaurant and there was a car wash, and it was like 2 miles in between. So people used to go from the car wash to this restaurant, back to the car wash to this restaurant. They would do it all night long until you either got tired or ran out of gas.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yep.
Yeah, no one would do that nowadays.
No, nowadays the police would probably pull you over and be like, "What are you doing?" But it wasn't like that.
Just driving?
Yeah, just cruising.
I doubt that. But yeah, okay.
It used to be normal. It was like a everyday thing, or on the weekends at least. In the summertime. How's school going, Jesse?
School is going good. I already had started the new classes.
Yep. I think you had just started them when we made the last vlog.
Yeah.
But now you've been in them about 10 days.
Yep. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah. So when I was making the food box, some of that food, or actually probably most of it, my math teacher, which is Albanian, and it's kind of like 3 countries away, I think. He said it's only about an hour from Austria. There's Austria, and then next to it is Germany, and then underneath it is France, Greece, and inside of Greece is Austria.
Really?
Or Albania. Austria's up by Germany. And then, yeah, on the other side, I think, is Switzerland, and then in between. So Austria, the cool thing is they can make like a bunch of chocolates because it's right next to Switzerland. You know, there's like Swiss Miss and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And they have like the best of both worlds because they have that, and then they have food from Hungary and a bunch of stuff. I was just reading this little pamphlet that came with it. And so they have really good chocolate, a bunch of other cool stuff. And the coolest part was that my math teacher, he was saying how all the stuff in there that he's had, and I just thought that was kind of cool.
That's cool. Sounds like he's a really cool guy.
Yeah.
So are all your teachers really nice?
Yeah. So the one dude, he I think he was born in Albania, mm-hmm. and he came here, and he's like a doctor or something. So he just has like an accent. But yeah, that's Mr. Anton.
Yep. Albania is right next to Romania, and they all end in like Ania, and they're
something like that. I think it's inside of Greece.
Albania, Romania.
Albania. Yeah.
Yep.
The only reason that they call him by his first name is because his last name is super hard to pronounce.
What is it?
Like, he says it like Laka or something, and he's like, oh, I wonder why so many people don't know how to say it, and why they just call me by my first name. It's because it's L-A-J-K or C-A-J.
Wow, that's really cool. Yep. So everybody calls him by his first name at school?
Everybody.
That's
even
very
on
uncommon.
Paperwork.
That's
I think even
very
on paperwork
uncommon.
It's
like when we went to school, there was not one teacher that we called them by their first name.
No one can pronounce his last name. I think even on like MyStar, which is the website that I can see my grades on, it says Mr. Anton.
Anything new with Boy Scouts?
Boy Scouts.
How's that coming along?
Really nothing. Yesterday we were doing shelter building, and so I was the one in charge of that. I brought a tarp, and we had some staves.
You mean you brought my tarp?
A tarp that we have at the house together in our possession that we use for the videos. I borrowed and brought
I'm just
back,
joking with you.
And I used it at the Boy Scout meeting. I tied it with some staves, which are just sticks. We call them weird names.
Staves?
Staves, yes.
We
always have weird names for everything.
You guys must have made that up.
No, I'm not even joking. They're staves. We had big sticks over at the old trailer.
Yeah.
We had these long sticks, and we called them staves.
They're just like 2x2s.
Well, these weren't even sticks. These were like Home Depot ones, the ones that we were using yesterday.
They're 2x2s.
But the old ones that we had for the troop, they were actual sticks. Do you remember that?
No.
Remember the brown trailer? Mm-hmm. On the right side, how there was that little wood pile?
Oh, that was just a pile of branches.
But we used to, those were actually our collection of staves.
That was a collection of trash that
sticks
that we used to put over there whenever we'd find like, oh, this is a good stick.
It was a good stave. It was a good stave.
Because we used them for a lot. We used them
for lashings.
For lashings, and so you guys could learn how to tie things and just
I think
make
Mr. Doug made like a tripod, like a water filtration system or something. Remember that? Where he took like charcoal and then sand and gravel and made like a Brita filter.
As funny as it sounds, I miss that old trailer, and I miss that the old Boy Scout meeting thing. If you're not going to use that, because these guys want you to look at them.
What? Oh, I was just looking at a joke.
Yep. What was I going to say? Oh, the old meeting spot for the Boy Scouts. We're not going to say exactly where it is because it got sold and now it's got new owners. Mm-hmm. But where we used to meet for our troop used to have like 5 acres, and it had a pavilion. It had an outdoor bathroom. It had a pole barn. It had a trailer, like an actual trailer that people live in. No, I didn't get that far yet. But it had like a mobile home park trailer, and they let us use it for the Boy Scouts just to keep all of our gear in it. It had an actual pond. So, I mean, every time we met there, it was like being at a campground. And they actually let us camp there. We camped overnight. Once a month, like 4 times in the summer. One time when Corona was around, we had the summer camp at the...
Yeah, it was just a one-day camp that wasn't to do with summer camp.
We spent the night.
We did. It was a 1 day.
2 days.
I don't know if it was overnight, actually.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was. It was overnight, yep. Now I think about it. We also had the Thanksgiving dinner feast thing. It's where we had all of our families come and we cooked them dinner outside. We had like fried chicken, which we made on a little camp stove with a big pot of oil. And
the biggest bonfire that we have ever had anywhere was there. Yeah. And it was like the last one because we were not going to ever be able to be there. Yep. So we found as much wood and leaves and anything that we could find, and we threw it in there. Well, when I say like a little campfire, guys, it wasn't like a little 3-foot one, like, at a park.
It was like 20 feet wide.
Yeah, it was like maybe not 20, but like at least 10.
Huge.
10 to 12.
It was bigger than 2 of me.
Yeah, like 12 feet wide, and we loaded it up with trees and branches and anything we could find. This bonfire was easily over 10 feet tall.
Yeah. So it wasn't like a regular bonfire pit because those are like cement with metal rings. What this was just a patch of dirt with bricks around it. So it wasn't based off of just a ring. It was actual bricks.
And the cool thing about it had built-in benches all the way around it, if you remember, so that, like 12 to 15 people could sit around the bonfire. Obviously, a lot more if you brought your own chair, but 12 to 15 just on the built-in benches. And we really missed that place. Mm-hmm. But the people that sponsored the Boy Scout troop, they sold it and bought another one, but it's slightly smaller.
Yeah. And it's on a main road.
Yeah.
Sadly. So I don't think we're going to be able to camp there.
We're going to be able to hang out and we're going to be able to do everything, but it just won't be like having a pond the pavilion and an outdoor house for us.
They even got us a porta potty every year all summer long.
2 of them.
2 of them, yeah. That was the coolest thing, is because they had, I think it was just a handicap and a regular one, but they had like a whole hand washing station out there. It was on like a concrete slab that they had for us.
You could have stayed there for a month and you would have been fine because they had the outhouses and water. Mm-hmm. And the pavilion. The pavilion had electricity and refrigerators. Yep. Like 2 refrigerators, I think.
Man, that was just like the best place ever.
Yeah, we're going to miss it, but you know what? Really soon you're going to be an Eagle and it'll all be history.
That's kind of sad, yeah.
Sad to say. True. So, do you got your jokes ready for these guys?
I have a joke, and then afterwards I have something. Okay. I have a shout out. Someone at school wanted me to shout out.
No last names.
I'm not going to say any last names, no. My computer's really slow. Okay. Did you hear about the Carrot Detective?
No, I did not hear about the Carrot Detective.
He always got to the root of every case.
Oh, wow. Yay.
Okay. And then what washes up on very small beaches?
What?
Microwaves.
Wow. Pretty good. Pretty good joke.
Microwaves. Wow. Yep.
Well, I hope that you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys are having a good week. If there's anybody that's watching this vlog and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's totally free and it really helps us out. It really helps us out if you subscribe if you hit the like button every once in a while, leave a little comment. Our goal is we're both trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we're only about halfway there. So that's our goal. And my channel is called the Drop Shop Garage.
And this is Jesse Panda 10.
And then together we have a channel called Prepping for Survival, which teaches you about camping and cooking outside. And then usually we don't do a lot of shout outs, but really soon, and we'll let you know when it comes out, but we're going to be working on my friend Tom's, and it's going to be called Motor City Memories. Probably Motor City because we live in the Motor City. If you guys didn't know, in Detroit is where the world headquarters for Chrysler is, GM, Ford. For the past 100 years, all three of those, called the Big Three, were here in Michigan.
Yep. I just typed out what he's going to say. So is that all they had to say?
Yep.
Okay. So here is the shout out. Just the last line.
Why do I got to say it?
Just say it. Just
Hi, Sam, Carl. Oh, man. Are you like trying to get me to say something silly to your friends?
No.
Hi, Sam, Carl, and Camden from the Drop Shop Garage.
There we go. Okay.
He always thinks that it sounds funny when he says the Drop Shop Garage.
Okay, well, there's the shout out.
And who are these people?
In my Spanish class.
Yep. I see your Spanish teacher all the time. She's really nice.
That came out so wrong.
So randomly. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because she comes to to work. Yeah.
Yeah, we see her all over the place.
Yeah.
But I hope you guys have. Now he's got thinking about his Spanish teacher. Well, I hope you guys have a really good day. Please like and subscribe, and we will catch you guys on the next one.